So there's one other thing you might need to do when you're simplifying expressions, and that is distribute. When I have parentheses in an expression, normally I would do what's inside the parentheses first, and then I would take care of what's outside of the parentheses. Well, in this case, I have c minus 5. Those two things are not like terms, so I can't do that subtraction, but I'd like to get rid of those parentheses because I see that I have a c term and another c term, and I'd like to be able to combine those to simplify this expression. So what I can do is I can multiply this term outside the parentheses by both of the terms inside the parentheses, and it turns out that it gives me an equivalent expression as I would have gotten if I subtracted first and then multiplied. Before I distribute, I want to make sure that I change subtraction to addition because that's going to affect the signs of the things that I get when I multiply. So I'm going to first rewrite this expression with subtraction changed to addition. Now I can distribute here. And I like to draw these little arrows in just to show that I need to multiply that -3 times both of the terms inside the parentheses. And so after I distribute, I'm still going to have 8c because that's not part of my multiplication. -3 times c gives me -3c. And try not to write your negatives really little because you'll probably forget they're there. And then -3 times -5 gives me a positive 15. So now I have this c term and this c term that are like terms. I can combine those together to get 5c plus 15, and now I've simplified that expression a little bit more. And that's as simple as I can make it because 5c and 15 are not like terms. Here's another example. Why don't you try this one? So pause the video now, and then when you have it worked out, you can unpause it and see what I got. All right, welcome back. You can see that after I changed subtraction to addition and distributed, I got -6b plus 9. Now those two things are being added together. So if you had written 9 plus -6b, that would be the same because of the commutative property, which says I can change the order of things when they're being added. So in algebra, usually we like to write the variable term first, so that's why I wrote it as -6b plus 9.